promised, let's bring you more details now with regards to our breaking news story. That's DJ Warras's killer being sentenced to 25 years behind bars after admitting to the murder. So let's get you more details on the story. SABC senior reporter Griselda Lewis has been tracking the story from the very beginning and joins us live now. Griselda, good evening to you, and quite an important and a significant milestone in this particular case.
Bongiwe, good evening. Quite a significant development relating to the 2025 murder of DJ Warras, Warwick Stock, the NPA confirming that Armindo Joachim Pakula, who was the man who was believed to have shot and killed DJ Warras, pleading guilty, entering into a plea and sentence agreement with the state. He's a 25-year-old Mozambican national, and the conviction and sentencing, the NPA says, demonstrates the unwavering commitment to ensure justice for the victims of violent crime and holding perpetrators accountable. So Pakula pleaded guilty to charges of murder, unlawful possession of a firearm, unlawful possession of ammunition, and contravening the Immigration Act. You would know that he was also illegally in South Africa. And the court sentenced him to 25 years imprisonment for murder, 8 years imprisonment for unlawful possession of a firearm, 6 months imprisonment for the unlawful possession of ammunition, and 12 months imprisonment for contravening the Immigration Act. So the court also ordered that all these sentences run concurrently with the 25-year sentence imposed for murder. Pakula then will therefore serve an effective sentence of 25 years imprisonment. And you would recall, of course, these charges are stemming from the incident that took place on the 16th of December 2025. We won't forget those visuals that, we saw on our screen after DJ Warras had been shot and killed outside that hijacked building. It's believed that he had been employed to reclaim that building. He was installing via his company some of the equipment like CCTV cameras that were meant to secure the building. And this is the Zambezi building in the Johannesburg CBD. So in terms of the plea and sentence agreement, Pakula admitted that he shot and killed Warwick Stock, or DJ Warras, in exchange for 25,000 rand. So now we've got more details. You would recall also, Bongi, we had a situation where in one of the court appearances, Pakula looked very uneasy while he was standing next to his co-accused, Victor Majola, who is currently believed to be the alleged orchestrator of Warras's killing. And the state said that it had footage of what it believed is the incident that took place. In that footage, you could see two men who were walking away from the scene. And while they were walking away from the scene, they had a bag in their hand, and that is a bag that is believed to have concealed the weapon. One of the shots that you're showing on screen at the moment is of Victor Majola. That is the orchestrator, the alleged orchestrator. Armando Pakula is of the picture of the man that you put on your breaking news strap. And you would recall that in one of those court appearances, his previous lawyer indicated that Pakula wanted to admit or make some admissions to his involvement in Warras's killing. And we were waiting to see if that was going to happen. Even during the last court appearance, you would recall that we were now heading towards the period where there was going to be a pre-trial conference. But that did not go ahead because we understand that the alleged orchestrator, Victor Majola, the co-accused in this matter, wanted to change his lawyers. We're not sure how that's going to proceed now, but indeed the pictures that you're showing currently on your screen, that is Armindo Pakula, the man who has now pleaded guilty to shooting and killing DJ Warras, which is a DJ Warwick Stock, bringing to an end some kind, and for 25,000 rand, we did understand that there might have been some transactional value in what was taking place in this. Some of our sources had told us. Now we're told that he shot and killed, he admitted, in fact, to shooting and killing DJ Warras in exchange for 25,000 rand. You would recall as well, the High Commissioner of Mozambique had also been in one of the court appearances, and they said they were awaiting the outcome of this particular case that would make further, but they said they were quite disturbed if the allegations were true. We'll certainly bring you a whole lot more reaction to this particular story. It is breaking news. 25 years for DJ Warras's killer, Arminda Joachim Pakula, facing 25 years now after admitting to the murder of DJ Warras. What is outstanding now, of course, the alleged orchestrator, you would recall, when Pakula was arrested, we understand that police had found chopped off dreadlocks in his premises where he was arrested. Those chopped off dreadlocks, police had believed, are the dreadlocks that he chopped off after allegedly being involved in this, no, not allegedly, now admitting to being involved in this incident. And when we understand that the alleged orchestrator, Victor Majola, he is alleged to have been seen in footage that police were assessing. And in that footage, Victor Majola is believed to have scouted that area, seen scouting for quite some time, and allegedly pointed out DJ Warras to his killers to say, here he is, to give them the right direction to say, this is the person that you've got to shoot and kill. And this was relating, of course, to that hijacked building. DJ Warras was there, hired to reclaim that building, put in CCTV camera footage so that the owners of that building will then be able to accrue the correct rental that they were supposed to accrue out of it. So big news, very, very big news. Out of today's, out of what has transpired today. The family of DJ Warras, who have been inside court every single appearance. You would recall the exclusive interview that we conducted with his mother, Beverly Stock. She said she just wants justice, but I can only imagine what today means for her. Justice seems to have come quite quick for her. And I can tell you, in the court appearances, Bongiwe, that we attended with Armindo Pakula as well as Victor Majola, Pakula seemed very uneasy standing next to Majola because he wanted to plead guilty. He wanted to spill the beans about what happened. That has now happened today. He has entered into the plea and sentence agreement. 25 years in jail is what he gets, admitting to shooting and killing popular DJ Warras.
And Criselda, just before I let you go, you know, you touched on that exclusive interview that you did with his mom, quite an emotional one. And as you say, the family has been, there each and every single day. And this will be welcome news for them because this, the killing, the senseless killing of DJ Warras really robbed them of someone who even Beverly at the time speaking to described as, someone who really loved his children.
I can certainly tell you, Bongiwe, in that interview that we had with DJ Warras's mother, you could tell how broken she was as a mother. You would recall at the scene, the sister had gone to the scene, and we waited a bit while it had circulated on social media. Social media, of course, do not have to abide by some of the media laws and ethics that we do. They put it out first. But we waited for the family that asked us to please hold on to the information, even though it had seemingly been out there already, for other family members to be informed that he'd been shot and killed. And then indeed, you could bring up that interview. I'd actually ask our team to bring up that interview with Beverly Stock, that exclusive, on what she said at the time about her son, what she said, what this murder actually did to her and her family. And, they seemed, at every postponement, even the last postponement, you'd recall we were inside court, at that postponement, Victor Majola, the alleged orchestrator, seemingly unable to pay his lawyers, these are private lawyers, and we were yet to hear at the next appearance whether we were going to go ahead with the pre-trial conference or Victor Majola was going to change his lawyers, which would have further delayed this particular matter, because if there are new lawyers that will be brought on brief, because he could no longer afford his private lawyers and bring in new lawyers, those lawyers would need to familiarize themselves with the docket, familiarize themselves with what the state evidence is against the accused, and that would have delayed. But now this certainly brings another turn to this particular aspect in which a DJ Warras family now gets the justice the main man, if I can say, this is the man who admitted today to shooting and killing DJ Warras. He was very uneasy inside court, Bongiwe. I watched him very closely. In fact, when the state or the police officers were bringing each of them to court, they would take DJ Warras's killer, Armindo Joaquim Pakula, through a separate entrance, and they would not detain him at the cells at the bottom, together with Victor Machola, because you could sense the unease of how he stood next to, because clearly whatever Victor Machola's alleged involvement is in this matter, his co-accused now was prepared to spill the beans. I'd reported about this multiple times before. I said that the previous lawyer indicating that his client wants to plead guilty, but they wanted to peruse the docket. But then that lawyer was subsequently let go. We saw him then ask for a state lawyer, asking to be represented, by legal aid. And that was still the case in this particular matter. So we are yet to ascertain, the powers of, but full details. I mean, the NPA was quite generous, I must say, with the kind of information that they put out in their statement, saying that, the case against Victor Machola remains. So while Armindo Joaquim Pakula has pleaded guilty, he's admitted to shooting and killing DJ Warras. He's now been sentenced to 25 years behind bars. The case against the alleged orchestrator, Victor Machola, remains before court. And remember, it's been postponed to the 17th of August, 2026. This is for conclusion of the pre-trial conference. It'll be very interesting to see how this tips this particular matter and what now will proceed going forward, or what will happen going forward, given that the main man has agreed, he's admitted to shooting and killing DJ Warras. So he is a man, as described by the state, to have been the one with the dreadlocks. The visuals you're showing on screen at the moment seem to suggest him growing back his dreadlocks. The cut-off dreadlocks were found on the day that Armindo Pakula was arrested, on that day, and he's now basically given it all up and said, look, I'm admitting to shooting and killing DJ Warras. He's now been slapped with 25 years behind bars. The alleged orchestrator, Victor Machola, will be back in court on the 17th of August. I don't know how all of that is going to proceed now going forward, but of course, more shockingly, I think worth also indicating, if you look at the statement that I sent you via telephone, Bogiwe, is that in terms of the plea and sentence agreement, Pakula admitted that he shot and killed Warwick Stock, DJ Warras, in exchange for 25,000 rand.
Yeah, and Criselda, as you say then that, we'll definitely have to really just look at that interview that you did with Beverly Stock there. It's quite a significant development in this particular matter. Armando Pakula there pleading guilty to the murder of DJ Warras Stock, and he's now been sentenced to 25 years. And we'll certainly be looking now to see what happens with the other accused, that's Victor Machola.